Hello. I'm going to talk to you about New Year because that's when this is. This is New Year's Eve. It's in the afternoon. So in some parts of the world, New Year has already happened. In New Zealand, it's already 2020, and it's going to go across Australia. And the fact that it's not New Year all at the same time everywhere just sort of shows that it's a fairly arbitrary calendar date. You know, the solstice has happened, the Midwinter Festival has happened. We're in that sort of weird, the last few days of that weird thing of some people are back at work and some people aren't, and it's sort of still Christmas. And I've got my glasses on, I'm not reading anything. Some people are back at work and some people aren't back at work, and kids are off school and it's not really Christmas, and some people have already taken their decorations down, and it's an odd sort of not really anything. It's just sort of downtime for a lot of people, and for other people they're back at work and it's a sort of normal day, but you sort of want to take the decorations down in the office, and half the people you deal with aren't working anyway, and nobody really knows what day it is until next week. So today I think is a Tuesday, and I want to talk a bit about resolutions or goal setting in the wider sense, but because today is the day when people go, right, okay, randomly ripping a page of some calendar is going to mean that as of tomorrow my life is going to be different. And it might be, but it might not. And you might be celebrating tonight, just glad to see the back of 2019 because it's been a horrible year, and your wish for this year is that it's going to be better, and that's okay. But it's very much moving away from something. Similarly, if you're making a resolution or you're setting a goal to give something up, you're moving away from something. Now, there are a couple of things about goals. Just stopping something is all right, but it's a habit. It's something that you do regularly and you don't want to do anymore. So you sort of have to replace it with something, because there'll be a bit in your day, maybe even quite a few bits in your day, when you do that thing. And if you get to the point in the day when you usually do that thing, you then go, oh, I don't know what to do now because this is when I do the thing. So find something else to do and replace it with something. Now, if you're thinking of giving up smoking, I can heartily recommend crack cocaine, because it's massively more addictive. It's also incredibly damaging, and I'm not really being serious, kids. Don't do drugs, or if you do, say thank you afterwards. You can replace it with something more damaging, but you need to replace it, because otherwise there'll be a bit where your brain is going, this is the thing, we do the thing now, we smoke now, we eat now, we have a bag of crisps now when we're watching the telly, or whatever it is. So if it's much easier if you replace it and you say, right, now is when we do this thing. And it's easier to do. And then you find that the thing that you've replaced it with takes over and fills the habit, and it's much easier to not do the thing you didn't want to do anyway, because you've got time now, you do the other thing. Providing the other thing isn't another incredibly damaging habit, because then you're just replacing one crappy thing with another. One of the other things that will help you to change your behaviour or your mood is not just change the behaviour, because the behaviours are a symptom. They come from something. They are formed by an idea. So if you are self-destructive in relationships, or if you self-sabotage, or if you're, sometimes the goals will just be my phone went into pause then. I may have paused, I may have not. If you're just gonna do something so you can fail, because you fail, because you're a schmuck and you always get everything wrong, and you try to lose weight and you can't lose weight and you can't give up smoking, you can't find the right person in your life. Those are the ideas that are going to make you fail before you even start. So don't start. That's the thing you need to do. You need to stop making resolutions, because they just become an excuse to beat you up as what a schmuck you are. So the other reason that resolutions don't work, look at why you're doing things. Look at why you do something. Look at what's driving that behaviour. I used to drink very destructively for a very long time, and I worked out why I drank, and it meant I didn't have to do it anymore. Or at least I worked on the why, and the drinking just became something I do now I like it. I like drinking. And so work on why. Think about why you do what you do. And you sometimes find that that's a much harder thing, because just changing the symptom is fine. You can become addicted to going to the gym. You can become addicted to helping people. You can become addicted to anything. But if the thing that's driving it is not changed, if you're validating an idea that doesn't make you happy, you won't be happy. So the other reason that resolutions don't work is because they don't have anything behind them. They don't have a why behind them. It's like, okay, oh shit, it's midnight. Oh, I've got to think of something. I'll give up hang gliding. That was easy. I've never been hang gliding. Never going to. Don't want to. But that was easy. But if you don't have a why behind your idea, I want to find a partner. Right? Anybody who says to me, I want to do this, I want to do that. This is my resolution. This is my goal. My immediate answer is, well, why do you want to do that? I've never achieved any great lofty goals because I've never had any, because I've never wanted it, because I'm fundamentally quite lazy. I don't want to work hard. I want the benefits, but I don't necessarily want the hours you've got to put in. And I know that now, and that's all right. And I can find other ways of making myself happy. Material things aren't particularly important to me. And I've realised over the years I don't want to work hard. I don't see the value in hard work. And once you find something you love doing, it's not hard work anyway. So I forgot what I was saying. Where was I going with that? Yes, why? You need a why. I've had people say to me, I tried for years to give up smoking, and I couldn't give up smoking, or I couldn't give up drugs, and then the kids came along, and it was like, right, they're the reason that I can't do this anymore. And that was a big enough reason for them, so that worked. But it needs to be your reason for you to change the thing. And if you don't have that reason, if it's just the arbitrary tick on the clock, if it's just the arbitrary page being torn off, or bringing out this year's Boyzone, or insert name of popular boy band here, calendar, then it's not going to work. You have to have a reason. You have to know why you're doing what you're doing. Because if you don't know why you're doing what you're doing, you won't change it. You'll just replace one destructive thing with another destructive thing, or you'll replace one obsessive thing with another obsessive thing. Or why do you overspend? Why do you drink too much? Why is it everyone you're ever in a relationship turns out to be an asshole? Well, there is a common denominator there, and maybe we should look at that. Maybe you just have incredibly poor choice in life partners, but also, maybe you. Who knows? I don't know. I don't know what's going on inside your head. I have enough trouble working out what's going on inside my head most of the time. So that's what I'd say to you. It's a new year. That's all it is. Car manufacturers and makers of wine, dairy manufacturers, it's important to them. But in terms of anything, nothing will change unless you change it. But here's the good side of that, is that everything will change if you change it. Things will change anyway. You might as well be part of it. You might as well actively change. So look at what you would seek to change, but not the behaviour, the driver. What's pushing you to do that? What question are you answering? What belief are you validating by what you do? And if you challenge that belief and you change that belief, the behaviour just falls away. It really does. And if you don't believe me, try it. Or don't. I'm just a bloke talking on the internet.